7:14 on a cloudy Friday, anticipating some showers later today. This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora.
We could probably use a little rain to hold the dust down a little bit. It's a little dusty on the roads up in my neck of the woods.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it is everywhere. But the lakes are really high.
Yeah. Really high.
Really high. Ricky over at Bull Shoals, he's got taxis. You take a little water taxi they take you out to the boat. So it's fine. It's more water to be on. Actually, it's kind of cool. The lakes are a lot bigger than they would be otherwise. And for those that are concerned about it, get out, enjoy them. There's, don't ride the shorelines necessarily, because there's probably trees there that you're not seeing that are there. They're there, but they're a little under the water there. But it was nice out. Nice out. Big weekend in town. A lot of people in town. A lot of people who may not have been here before. Again, pay attention with your driving and the courtesies that people come here for. That sense of family and community that they find when they come here. And people opening the doors for people and excuse me and pardon me and manners. What a concept. That they're not used to in other climes. I was up in Chicago last weekend, and I was glad to get back in the car. And I am. I'm a city guy. I was, but it was, just
nice to have some elbow room down here.
A little elbow room and a little just courtesy. When you would smile at someone or give a little half wave or whatever, like you would do here, acknowledge someone, they look at you like, wait, you get the brows furrow up and stuff. What are you looking at?
Like,
what did I do? What did I do? Yeah, right.
The guilt complex.
Yeah. What do you catch me doing? Is more like what it is. But we're going to have a nice weekend. Red, white, and blue. A lot of things going on. We got the.
What are we hearing?
Oh, there was a little cut in there for Rainbow Drive Resort.
Yeah. Our engineer's out there playing some new ads.
He's playing them out there. Oh, that's what it was. I thought it was coming over the speaker.
On the monitors, I'm looking at my computer and see, what am I doing here?
We're having some issues, folks, so you're going to have to bear with us. This may not be our be our finest hour here. This may not be our finest hour, or finest 15 minutes, as the case may be. All right, let's do what we know we can do.
There you go.
This Week in Real Estate, there were 61 new listings came up, 11 parcels of land, 3 commercial properties, 47 homes came on the market, and they came on in a range of $30,000 to $1.6 million, which is actually a big farm. The average price coming on the market this week was $216,000. There were 22 properties sold, 5 parcels of land, a commercial building, and 16 homes sold. And of those 16 homes, I wanted to thank Nathan Clark from our office, from the East office, and Kim Conan, who we co-opted with, both of them, and got 2 places sold and got some people moving in new directions.
Yep.
And that's the whole deal. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Average sale price this week was $116. The average listed price when those homes came on the market was $122. 181 days on market, and we're right in that 6-month range. That's a good steady. Yeah, that's it changes the odd day here. It'll go up to 92, and we're down to 75, but it's right in that 180 days. There was $1.8 million in residential real estate that closed this week.
1.8 this week?
This week, yeah.
Goodness.
There's still 54 pendings. 26 properties expired, and 46 had price changes, which is a good thing. There's 1,035 homes on the MLS, which is actually for all the sales and the new listings and everything else. There's the actual number of homes went up by 10 this week on the MLS. And I know Linda did I think she listed 5 houses this week. It's just been, some were relist, but a number of them were just new. People that are ready to move on with the new phase of their life. And that's,
wow.
What we're so happy to do for people is to help them to live their dream. That's the deal. Help people live their dream and move them on to the next step. There's 477 homes in Mountain Home, 63 in Bull Shoals, 28 in Norfolk, 13 in Cotter. For 2014, there's been 300. For 2014, there were 385 sales for $44.5 million. For 2015, there's been 399 sales for $48.7 million. So things are moving forward. It's not the rocket ship that it was in 2007 and 8, and that's a good thing. That's as I said, that's the reason that we're in this mess that we're in now is because of the way things were then. Mm-hmm. And not everybody should be a homeowner. That's a part of it that we run into. And some people should rent because they just don't want to or don't have the ability to keep up. A house is a job. There's a responsibility there with that house, from little water leaks to cleaning the gutters and just deferred maintenance. A house that got closed this week with us had it was an older couple, and they just let things slide. So when the inspectors come through, as any home buyer is going to do, they're going to have an inspector come in, as they should. They found things that they were like, oh, well, that always worked for us. That may be, but it's not what it should be, or the things that weren't kept up to code that needed to be. Mm-hmm. And you probably should have been code then, that when they bought the house, maybe they didn't get it inspected. And we run into that with the for sale by owners, where people will buy with the for sale by owner because they are a lot more real estate in tune than we are. And they'll buy a for sale by owner, and then they'll want to sell a house, and they'll call a realtor to come to list the house, and you go through and you look at different things, and you talk about the price, and it's like, really? How much did you pay for this? Who decided that price? Where did you get that price from? Oh, well, he said that was what it was worth. So you want to kind of keep them, even if you're looking at for sale by owner, maybe talk to a realtor and make sure that you do the things that need to be done to successfully buy a home. The inspections that need to be done, that the home is priced right. People come in, they say, well, we paid cash for it, we got down, we retired, and we paid cash for it, and he said that was what it was worth. And neither side has any idea. And now that they're trying to sell it, they paid way more than the home was worth then, and they're like, well, wait a minute. And we can't control it.
So they wind up getting upside down on it.
Exactly. So, like I say, even if you think you found a nice little FSBO someplace, give a realtor a call, give us a call, and, we can work things. Things can be worked out, and protect yourself. It may be worth spending a couple bucks to hire a realtor to be your buyer's representative to protect your interest in buying the home. Not necessarily you're not as concerned with the seller's interest because you're the buyer. Mm-hmm. And if you are for sale by owner and people have been driving by the house and you've had it listed, you've had that sign stuck on your lawn, you don't know who these people are that are coming to your door. Mm-hmm. Have they been qualified at all? Have they talked to anybody? Are they, Charles Manson and the rest of the family coming to visit? The market for sale by owners isn't as lucrative as it may appear to be, judging from some of the websites and stuff. It's a tough thing. It's hard enough to get the homes sold that we sell every week through the MLS with the realtors, where the homes are out there in front of everybody, where Century 21 is on 400 and some odd web pages where people can find these homes. That's what it is. It's the marketing of your home is what's going to do it. There's some homes that are bought by people that live here and they're moving from one neighborhood to another, but that's not the large percentage of the market. The large percentage is people that are coming here from other markets that they've been looking online. Linda sends out a newsletter every month to people that are on our mailing list, and she'll go through periodically and just send out a little, are you still interested? We don't want to be bothering you with emails if you're not interested in coming or anything else. And the vast majority of people, they've been on there 3, 4, 5 years. Oh no, keep me on. We're thinking of coming, next spring, or we're going to come this fall, or whatever it may be. But that's the marketing that goes into selling homes. And hopefully your home, as the case may be. But the webpage, retiredarkansas.net, ton of useful, very valuable information on it. She got all the red, white, and blue stuff is on there right now because that's a current topic. But there's things from little gas buddy things so you can get the prices to the paper, the hospitals, the schools, all the links for all of that stuff. So if you're a guest in town and you want to take some of Mountain Home back with you, take some of the Ozarks back with you, and keep up with the way things are, and take the retiredarkansas.net with you, and see what we got.
License plates. How many different license plates you see this?
Well, this is going to be a big week for people coming in. So we'll see if they know how to use their turn signals.
I saw Vermont.
Really?
Yeah, saw Vermont.
Yeah. I mean, because we're starting. Some of the people from the East Coast are realizing what is here. You know, normally they may go to the Carolinas or Tennessee, things along that East Coast, and I think that Sandy, that hurricane that went through some years ago up there, a lot of people were wiped out, with their houses were wiped out, and those that may have been close to retirement, I think they started as, well, let's just go.
Yeah.
And they took a lot of the places pretty quick that would have normally sold at a little more even market, and the prices got pushed up. So people are looking a little farther west from there and realizing what a great place we are in us and other markets like us, where nobody is exactly like us, but as far as being able to get the weather, get a good value for your dollar, as far as being able to buy a home, and the taxes and the cost of living and those types of things that people are looking for when they're thinking about retirement, when they're looking to say, okay, that's it, I'm done here in New York, New Jersey, whatever.
Yeah, funny you say that. I was on the bypass the other day and, saw New York. Car from New York. I thought, wow, they must be lost.
And by the same token, Linda talked to a guy from Alaska.
Really?
Yeah. He said there's like 40 big forest fires going up. Of course, it's so big you couldn't tell. Big forest fires.
Oh, yeah.
Going up there.
Yeah.
But he was in there. Didn't have much snow this year, so they've going through some, if not drought, at least some weather issues up there as far as not having a lot of moisture.
Yeah.
It's kind of an interesting thing. But, you get people that are trying to get away from the heat from Arizona and from Florida, and people trying to say, that's enough of this cold stuff, and coming down from that, because they know we're in the middle of the country. Geographically, we're in a good place. Mm-hmm. You can get to places from here. It's a great place to be. It really is. We're glad we did it. I know that.
Let's take a minute to greet our visitors.
Yes.
Come join our fun this weekend.
There's a ton of stuff going on. Grab a copy of the Baxter Bulletin. Go online, tiredarkansas.net. But there's the whole litany of parades and events. And I know that you guys are involved in the turtle race, right? Yep. Down over at ASU.
ASU campus.
And there'll be a bunch of stuff for the kids. I mean, this is a family town. It's those of you who live here know, and those of you who are visiting are about to find out. And that will make your visit here much more enjoyable if you participate and go and take a walk around and go to the farmers market on the square. The V-Dubs have got a car show with a bunch of Volkswagens. You can go by and go, oh, I remember that, or I used to have one. I don't know how you can tell them all apart, but you'll know. If you had one, you'll go, oh, I know those. There was a concert last night.
Yeah.
There'll be music over at the ASU. I know they'll have bands there. They'll have movies there.
Yep.
Fireworks, obviously. Saturday, the red, white, and blue fireworks. They do a tremendous job. They'll be selling chances for a really nice diamond pennant that is supplied by, and I'm going to go absolutely...
Jewel Chest?
Yes, the Jewel Chest. Thank you. I know the First Security's got tickets because they were on me to get some over there yesterday when I stopped by. And they'll have them out at the fireworks, and they'll have them going into ASU. But there's a lot of stuff going on. Paul Bunyan breakfast tomorrow.
Oh, really?
St. Peter's.
They didn't let me know. I didn't have a PSA on there.
St. Peter's tomorrow. Right. Paul Bunyan.
Yeah. It's always good over at Catholic Church.
If you're even remotely hungry, you won't be when you get done. I know that. And you'll
Word of warning.
That's right.
Watch out for Rick Williamson and his knife and fork. The sparks are horrendous.
That's it. And you wouldn't expect that from a fireman, but that's okay.
Yeah. I'll probably get a nasty phone call.
I'd say you'll be buzzing in a minute here. But yeah, enjoy the events that are going on. Any real estate, when you're riding around, you see signs, I can sell you any house in the state of Arkansas.
There you go.
And Linda can get you up into Missouri. Give us a call at 870-405-0793. Go to the webpage, retiretoarkansas.net. Even if you have retired, go to retiretoarkansas.net. There's more on there than just being retired. I can tell you that.
That brings us up to news time. We'll be right back.